This is an Entry 3 Functional Skills Maths paper from NCFE. It's split into two parts. In the first part you can't use a calculator, but in the second part you can. This is the first part. Activity 1, preparing for college. Alex will soon be starting college. Alex has just finished year 11 at Comfort School. 8/10 of the year 11 students are going to college in September. Complete the fraction to show another way of writing 8/10. The short way to do this would be to get from 10 to the 5, you've just halved the 10. So we must do the same to the 8, and that would be 4, so 4/5. If you didn't understand that, which is absolutely fine, I'm just going to split this into 10 equal parts, and I'm going to highlight 8 of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. Now this is the same as if I had split this bar into 5 equal parts instead. So there we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. In that case, I would have highlighted just 4. So here is 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4/5. And it represents the same amount, the same fraction. Students from different schools go to college. Complete the calculation. 427 plus 205 equals what? So we're going to do this step by step. 427 add 205. 7 and 5, that is 12. So we're going to put the 2 down and the 1 is carried over. 1 and 2 is 3, and the 0, that is still 3. Now 4 and 2 is 6, so that is 632. Alex will go to college by bus. The bus ticket is £8.55 per week. Round £8.55 to the nearest pound. So when we say round it to the nearest pound, we're gonna either go for £8 or £9. So which one is this closer to? £8.55. So halfway through that will be £8.50. This is £8.55, so it's even more, which means it's closer to £9. So rounded to the nearest pound, £8.55 is £9. The bus to college leaves at this time in the morning. The bus journey takes 20 minutes. It will then take Alex 12 minutes to walk to his classroom. What time will Alex get to his classroom? Write your answer in numbers using the 12-hour clock format. So, what is the time right now? That is the hour, so that is 8. And this would be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So 8:35 a.m. as it is in the morning. That's what the time is now. Then it says the bus journey takes 20 minutes, 12 minutes to walk to the classroom. What time will Alex get to the classroom? So if I add 20 minutes to this, this will be 8:55 a.m. Now I need to add 12 minutes. 12 minutes. I'm going to add first 5. So if I add 5 minutes, it will be 9 o'clock. Because I can't write 8:60. That doesn't work. So (9 a.m.) after I've added 5 minutes here. But that's not all, because it is 12 that I need to add. So if I've already added 5, I need to add another 7. So add the 7 minutes. That is 9:07 a.m. or 7 past 9. As it is the same number of whole pages, we're going to do 165 divided by 6. So how many 6s would fit into 16? That would be 2 of them, because 2 lots of 6 is 12. So we have 4 remaining, because 16 take away 12 is 4. How many 6s into 45? That is 7 of them. 7 times 6 is 42. 45, take away 42, leaves us with 3. Now we've run out of digits here in the number we're dividing by, so we could put a decimal point into both, and we can add zeros after the decimal point. So how many 6s into the 30? That is exactly 5, and there isn't anything remaining after that. So 27.5 pages every day. But the question is, what is the highest number of whole pages? So whole pages, that is only 27. You might be thinking, round it up to 28. But he hasn't done 28. He's only done 27.5. So you can't round it up. You just got to say what's the highest number of whole pages, and that's only 27. How many pages does Alex have left to read? So after 27 pages have been read each of the 6 days, then we'll have 3 pages left, because half a page on day 1, another half on day 2, another half on day 3, and then day 4, day 5, and day 6. So that makes 3 pages left to read. Alex sees a sequence of numbers in the book. What is the next number in the sequence? So we've got 1.00, 1.15, 1.30. So what are we adding on each time? We could reverse the process. So we do 1.15, take away 1.00, and that leaves us with 0.15. And it should be the same for this other one. So 1.30, take away 1.15. We're going to have to borrow 1 here. So this becomes 10, take away 5 gives us 5. 2, take away 1 gives us 1. 1, take away 1 is 0. So now we need to add 0.15 to the 1.30 to get the next number in the sequence. So 0 and 5 is 5, 3 and 1 is 4, 1 and 0 is 1, so 1.45. And this is the end of the first part. This is the second part of the paper. From now on you can use a calculator. Activity 2, starting college. Alex goes to college. Students go to a welcome meeting in the hall. There are seats for 812 people. Write 812 in words. (812). This is the thermometer in the hall. What's the temperature to the nearest unlabeled division? Unlabeled division is this one, or this one, or this one. So looking at the thermometer, we've got to read the temperature here. So this is closer to this division. So what temperature is that? We've got 20 here and then 25. So maybe 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. It works. So this is 22. degrees Celsius. Alex has a drink after the meeting. He drinks 600 milliliters of water. He thinks this is more than 0.75 liters of water. Is he correct? Give a reason for your answer. So, there are 1000 milliliters in 1 liter. 1 milliliter is a very small amount, so we need 1000 of them to make 1 liter. Now 500 milliliters will be half of a liter, or 0.5. 600 milliliters will be more than half, but less than 1 liter. That is 0.6 liters. 700 milliliters will be 0.7 liters. 750 milliliters will be 0.75 liters. So Alex thinks that this is more than 0.75. So he thinks that 600 milliliters is more than 0.75 liters. Well, we can see that's not the case because that is 750 milliliters. So is he correct? We're going to say no. This chart shows the numbers of students taking some subjects. Alex thinks 40 more students take history than geography. Is he correct? Give a reason for your answer. So we're comparing history with geography. History, we've got bang on in the middle between 100 and 120, so that is 110. Looking at geography, we've got, there is 60, that's 80, in the middle is 70, so this is 75. So what is the difference? 110 take away 75, that is 35. So is this more than 40? No, it's not. So no, he's not correct. We're going to say no, it's 35 more, because we've got to give a reason. This list shows the numbers of students taking other subjects. Complete the table to show this information. So we've got biology, physics, art and drama. So 4 subjects. So that's the heading we're going to use for this column. And then number of students for this column. Subject, we've got biology with 120, physics with 90, art 75, drama 45. Students choose college activities. Complete the frequency table to show the numbers of activities. So we've got football. Let's have a look. How many of them do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dance, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Singing, we've got 1, 2, 3. Rugby, we've got 1. So how many of these is that in total? 7 and 3 is 10, 15, 16. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4 times 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 16. So that shows we've done them all. Activity 3, at college. Alex is at college all day. Alex is in the maths building. He walks the shortest route to the restaurant. In which direction does Alex walk? So we've got him going from the maths building to the restaurant. So this is the starting point. So we've got to refer to this. So from the maths building, this is the north, this is the south, this is the west, and this is the east. So this one is in between the north and the east. So we're going to say northeast. Alex sees this jug of orange juice at the restaurant. He thinks there is half a litre of orange juice in the jug. Is Alex correct? Give a reason for your answer. So in 1 litre, we've got 1000 millilitres. So this is 1 litre. Half will be 500. So is this 500? No, it's not. It's less than that. It's in between 400 and 500. So this is 450. So is Alex correct? We're going to say no, it's 450 milliliters. The restaurant sells fruit pots in different weights. Alex buys the heaviest pot. Which pot does Alex buy? Tick your answer. So we've got 0.25 kilograms, 0.3 kilograms, 0.45 kilograms, and 0.4 kilograms. Now, some of these decimals have 3 digits, so like here we've got 0, 2, and 5, whereas here we've got 0 and 3. In this case, we can add a 0 at the end because it's not going to make any difference. It still is 300 grams. Then we have 3 digits here, and we can add a 0 here to make it 0.40, which is the same as 0.4 again. Now it's easier to compare. So we've got zeros as the first digit for all of them. So that means we're going to look at the second digit. This is a 2, this is a 3, this is a 4, and this is a 4. So these two will be smaller, so we're comparing between this one and this one. Now looking at the next digit to help us decide, that's a 5 and that's a 0. So that tells us that C is the heaviest pot. Alex buys lunch. It costs £6.95. He pays with a £10 note. How much change does he get? Since you can use a calculator, all you need to input in the calculator is 10, take away 6.95, and that gives you 3.05. So that is £3.05. The restaurant manager has a list of how many students eat lunch there each day. What is the lowest number of students? So we've got for Monday 253, Tuesday 325, Wednesday 523, Thursday 235, Friday 352. So we're going to look first at the first digit. We've got a 2 here, so 200, 300, 500, 200, 300. So what's the lowest of them all? That is 200 out of 200, 300, and 500. So we're going to focus on this number and this number. Now, we've got the 200s out of the way. We're going to look at the next digit, the tens. So this would be 250, this is 230. So automatically this means that 230 is lower because 3 is lower than 5. So this is the lowest number of students, 235. Alex plays football after lunch. The college has 4 outdoor playing fields of different lengths. 700 meters, 400 meters, 0.5 kilometers, 0.8 kilometers. Alex thinks field A is the longest. Is he correct? Give a reason for your answer. The first thing to start with is that in 1 kilometer there are 1,000 meters. km. The clue is in the word. K stands for 1,000. So in a kilometer there are 1,000 meters. So we've got 700 meters here, 400 meters, 0.5 kilometers or half a kilometer. That's going to be 500 meters. 0.8 kilometers, that is more than half but less than 1 kilometer, that is 800 meters. So now it's easy to compare. Which one is the longest? So we've got 700, 400, 500, 800. That is D. Alex thinks field A is the longest. Is he correct? Give a reason for your answer. So we're going to say no. The longest is D. Activity 4, the report. Alex has to write a report. Alex has a list of how many words he writes each day. Got Monday, 253 words, Tuesday, 117 words, Wednesday, 226 words. Alex thinks the total number of words is 596. He rounds each number to the nearest 10 to check his answer. Show how he does this check. So we're rounding each of these numbers to the nearest 10. Let's locate the tens. So that's the tens. So 253. If I round to the nearest 10, my answer is going to be either 250 or 260, because 253 is in between the two. So 3, that is closer to the 250. So 253 is closer to 250 than 260. And I can show it quickly here. So if we have 250 here and 260 on the other side, halfway through is going to be 255. This is less than that, 253. So it's closer to 250. So let's round this to 250. And we've got 117. So which one is this closer to? 110 or 120? So halfway through is going to be here. This is going to be somewhere here. So that is closer to 120. Now we've got 226. So it is between 220 and 230. 225 is here, so 226. Again, this is closer to 230. So anything that is halfway through and above is going to be rounded up. Anything under that halfway is going to be rounded down. So all I'm saying is that we need to look at the next digit, and if it's 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9, we're going to round up, just like this, 230. If this was 4, 3, 2, 1 or 0, we'd have to round down to 220. So now we're going to add 250, 120 and 230, and that is 600. So if you compare that with 596, that's very close to that. So it shows that the calculation must have been done correctly. Alex can book different amounts of time on a computer. The times go up in sequence. What is the next number? So we've got 45, then that goes to 60, 75, so what's the next one? So we've got to work out what are we going up into. So from 45 to 60, we're going up by 15 minutes. You'll probably know this already, but if you don't, all you can do in the calculator is 60, take away 45, and that gives us 15. Again, same thing, from 60 to get to 75, we've added 15. So we need to do the same over here. So 75, if we add 15 to that, that gives us 90. Alex has finished his report. The report is 24 pages long. He has to print 11 copies of his report. How many pages will Alex print in total? So 11 copies, and that is 24 pages each. So if we multiply, we get 264 pages in total. Alex needs a new packet of printer paper. He opens the heaviest packet. Which packet does he open? Tick your answer. So we've got packet A weighing 100 grams, packet B 1 kilogram, C 1000 grams, and D 1.1 kilogram. Now, thing to remember is that in 1 kilogram there are 1000 grams. So again, K, G. The clue is in the word, the K. We say, or we use K to mean 1000. So we've got 1 kilogram here, and we've got 1000 grams in here, which means this is also 1 kilogram. So these two have equal weight. Now this is 100 grams, so it's much less than 1000 grams. So this is not going to be the heaviest, this is going to be probably the lightest. Let's have a look. We've got now 1.1 kilogram, so that is more than 1 kilogram. It is more than 1000 grams. So this is going to be the heaviest of them all. The packets of paper are all shaped like this. How many right angles does this 3D shape have? So, as this is a cuboid, all of the angles will be right angles. And looking at this face, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 right angles. Again, if you look in this direction, there will be 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. If you look from the top, again, there will be 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. So there is top and the bottom, so that's 2. We've got this and this on the back, so that's another 2. And we've got the front and the back as well, which is another 2. So that is 6 faces, but each and every one of them has 4 angles. So 6 times 4, that is 24. That's how many right angles this shape has. Alex wants to hand in his report. He sees this notice. Reports must be handed in between 4:10 and 5:10 in the afternoon. When can Alex hand in his report? Tick 2 answers. So 4:10, we'll write that as 4:10 p.m. and then 10 to 5, that will be 4:50 p.m. So which ones are the ones that are between these two? So 4:35, that is between 4:10 and 4:50. 4:40, that is AM, so that is not. 5:10 p.m, that is after 4:50. Looking at this, that is again 5:10. This is 4:40. So that is between 4:10 and 4:50. This one is 10:05, so that is not correct. So option A and option E. Although for these clock faces you can't see whether it's morning or afternoon, but we can assume here that it's for the afternoon. Whereas for this one, because it's given as AM, we can't assume it. And this is the end of the paper.